All right, so I'm going to take you through reference table O, and we are going to talk about our subatomic particles that we have learned so far in this unit. All right, so this is going to be our table O lesson number 1. All right, so we have our alpha particle. So now important to know on reference table O, whatever the top number is, so in this case, this 4, this is going to be the mass. So for all of those particles, the top number is the mass. So quick going over the mass. The mass of the alpha particle is 4. The mass of the beta particle, right, which is our, right, we can basically call an electron, it's a high-speed electron actually, is 0. The mass of the gamma radiation is 0. The mass of the neutron is 1. The mass of the proton is 1. And the mass of the positron is 0. So now whatever your bottom number is, so maybe I'll just have a little bit more room down here with the positron. The bottom number is going to be whatever the charge is. So for this positron, the charge is +1. For the proton, it's also a +1. For the electron, it's a -1. So your electron and your proton, right, they have what we call equal magnitude of charge, but an opposite sign. Okay? And now let's go through our mass, right? The mass of the electron is 0, and the mass of the neutron and the proton, right, our neutrons and our protons, are in the nucleus. So we call them the nucleons, right? Anything that has a prefix NuCle has something to do with the nucleus. So these have the same mass, and they make up most of the mass of the atom. And they have, the neutron has no charge. And the alpha particle, right, has a positively 2 charged, which is why the Rutherford, oh, that looks, let me erase that. So that's why with Rutherford's gold foil experiment, since the nucleus is positive, because the only thing that's positive in the nucleus is the proton, so the number of protons is equal to the nuclear charge. All right, so there we have our protons, neutrons, and electrons, their masses and charges. Very important to know. Now we're going to just go to our periodic table. Let me rotate this so that you can see it. There we go. And I'm going to just go, I'll just keep it at a larger. I'm just going to work on this key right here. So the atomic number tells you the number of protons. The atomic number tells you the nuclear charge. The mass number, rounded to the nearest whole number, so this is the mass number, is equal to the protons plus the math addition, the neutrons. So then to get the number of neutrons, you subtract. So then if I did the 12 minus 6 equals 6, so that means that there are 6 neutrons. So this is going to summarize the periodic table. So for example, beryllium has 4 positive protons, and it has a nuclear charge of +4. It has a mass of 9, a mass number of 9. And then to get the number of neutrons in beryllium, 9 minus 4. So then 9 minus 4 is going to be 5. So it has 5 neutrons.